dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruined it.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set up, 15, line, 15 line. Double time. You got three down. Let's go.
On first down, Moran. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Watch the screen. Come. Get it.
They'll start here with Jackson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On second down, this is Jackson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set up. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Go! Echo. Ready, go!
They'll look to throw here. It's caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Keep it up. Go, go. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Get him. 54. Gun. 54. Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it. But it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash. Back. Check 99.
Now it's Tomlinson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Motion.
They'll try and pick it up with Tomlinson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Mike 54.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Right there. 8.
It's a loss of 2.
54 much.
Second and 12.
Say 8.
34-yard line.
Wide, get wide.
20.
1 second down, it's Tomlinson.
You ain't going nowhere.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards.
First down, Chargers.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Great. Rush in.
Throwing is Newton. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Right there. 20. Right there. 54 Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 19 yards away. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
With the score, Chargers 14, Raiders 3.
57, come on.
Come on. Hey, check Mike 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. He gets it to Brown, complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
49-yard line.
They run on first down with Jackson, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Set. It's just 70 Indy. Double time. Ready, go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Ready,
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
57. Mike, 57. Coming in.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Jackson out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22.
2nd and 4. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. They'll try and run with Mixon. Able to spin free. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Here
I come again. Here I come again.
Gun.
Check the backer, check the backer. Mike 5-4.
Express.
Mike 5-4.
Here we go.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 2nd down now, Tomlinson. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
54 Mike. Strip the ball.
Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out right at the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Ready? Right to the 3. Check. Walk 54.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Out of the gun, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Tomlinson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Ready? Check. Fast. Hey, tight. 20. Go. Let's go.
2nd down and goal. Newton flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Garion Conley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Tomlinson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll look for the first with Tomlinson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Running lanes read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Man, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now, 50 seconds to mine. Ready, go.
Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
That play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Good.
Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton escaping the pressure. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Crunch time, defense.
64, weak.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On second down now, it's Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on second and 12. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Raiders on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is third down and 12. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Echo. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Target. Check. Check. Hot. Check. Crunch. 8. What is it?
On first down, Tomlinson able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action. It's Newton. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now it's Jackson. 2 spins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Yes. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
2nd and 2. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, watch it, watch it.
20.
Now it's Newton. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. They go again to Tomlinson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They're running. Tomlinson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. 20. Hey, check 24. Hey.
On second down, Tomlinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Gun.
Pick that.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Tomlinson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. On the draw, it's Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Undercrush. Hey! Undercrush. Kill. Let's go. Come on.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Great.
Hey, we got 64. Wait.
Great.
Throwing here, Newton. Dancing to his left.
Got you, boy.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
20.
Big Ed.
Watch twist.
On 3rd down, Tomlinson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A loss of 3 yards brings up 4th down.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, we got four. We got four down.
Here we go. 780. Great. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They snap it to Newton. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for our visitors, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist,